And we're good. Greetings here from Appleton West High School. We got high school boys basketball here for you this evening, and a foul. It is 6-2 here, 14:38 remaining here in the first half. And that foul goes on Garrison Hinkins. That is, we'll check that on Carter Thomas, the other 21. That is his second and team foul number 3. So that's going to send Spencer Steffen to the line. First free throw tonight for Appleton West. Thanks for staying patient with us here tonight. A few, let's just say some gremlins in our system here this evening. I am Joey D alongside Zach Morris. And Zach, a lot of action here in the early going. It's a tight game here, 6-2.
And Joey, the real thing is, too, there's been, we had our delay trying to hook up everything, and minor problem, but Neenah also had an issue trying to get here as well.
That's right. There was an accident on Highway 41, so it delayed them getting here. As the second one is missed as well. Steffen misses both of them, and the rebound comes down to Neenah, the #1 team in all of the land of Division I, that is, here in the state of Wisconsin. Nice ball movement underneath, putting it in. J.J. Piter. His first two, and Neenah jumps out to an 8-2 lead. Get our score right here. There we go. And a turnover. Second turnover on Appleton West. Off and running. There's Dietz underneath. Jake Dietz, his first two, and we have our first timeout of the evening. It is 10-2. Neenah on a little bit of a run here to start things. And we will, let's see here. We'll keep it here for the time being. And tell you who we are. This is our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. It is being brought to you by our friends at Fox Communities Credit Union. They have made it happen since basically day one that we started doing this years and years ago. I want to thank them, and also Myron Construction. They are all over local high school sports for us, both on the radio and here on our video stream. 10-2. There was no scoring for the first 2 minutes of the game. Before Neenah actually scored the first points of the game. So it was really slow to start, but boy, what a frantic pace the last about 3-4 minutes of this contest.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game where you're going to see quite interesting because Neenah, they're atop of the conference, and as for Appleton West, not so much. So this could be it could be very well a trap game where both of these teams finally got maybe through the system and enough practice where records may not matter.
Shot is missed. Neenah comes down with it. These two teams met back in December, the third game of the regular season. Believe it or not, we are at game number 20. That is just tremendous to even say. Yes, they do allow a few fans in, 2 per player. Has to be an immediate family member. But that seems to be the way that most places are working. There's a couple that still won't let you have anybody in there. There's a 3 by Klesmet, no good in the rebound by Steffen for Appleton West. It is. It's good to see fans. It's good that we are. I mean, next week we start postseason for the girls. Nice pass down low. Mikhail Harmison, his first 2. Breaks the run there by Neenah, makes it 10-4. And here Coach Lee Rubbis barking out the plays for his first place team. They are 18-1 on the season, 15-0. In the Fox Valley Association in his 6th season, and stepping out of bounds was Ryan Jansen. Second turnover on Neenah here in the early going. Yeah, 18-1, 15-0. Back in December, they played to a 85-41 contest in favor of Neenah. However, the Terrors were without one of their leading players, in Caden Myers. He did not play in that first matchup. He is on the court here this evening. Jump stop up and in. Ezra Brown, his first 2, makes it 10-6. They're hanging in there. Neenah, the #1 team in the state, and looming for them as the 3 by Dietz is just a little bit short. Nice save by Piter, but it goes right into the hands of the Terrors. Yeah, coming up on Friday. #1 against #2 in Division I it literally does not get any better than that. It's Neenah and Kimberly, the and one. Spencer Steffen drawing the foul, and he'll head back to the line.
When you're playing the one of the top teams, Joey, you have to make sure you're not down by a lot early. They were down by 8, fought their way back, and get it down to a 1-point deficit. It's a great job by the Terrors not giving up early on, because when you do play a top team, they can find a way just to take your confidence right out in the first few minutes.
Stefan was 0 for 2 not too long ago. Came in a 61% free throw shooter. And the N one is good this time as it hits every part of the rim. So give him 5 of their 9 points for Spencer Stefan. And it's a 1-point game. Neenah back on the attack. You know, this late into the season, I mean, anything can happen. Here's Klesmet for a long 3, and that was way off the mark. Loose ball rebound by Ezra Brown. Chance for West to take the lead here. About 6.5 minutes into the contest. Here they go on the attack. The floater, that one is off the mark. And a foul. Or did it roll out of bounds? I think it rolled out of bounds. Austin Georgia with the runner. It'll stay West ball. 11.5 to go. Now, on paper, this one looks like a mismatch, but hey, again, you get this far into the season, a layup will not fall for Stefan, and I believe he fouled as he came down on the rebound.
Well, you have to remember, too, if you're a West fan, this is probably the biggest game of the year. If you can get a big loss and show that, hey, we might have had a rough season, but a win like this is how you can build momentum for the next couple of years.
E.J. Holt steps in, the 6'3" sophomore. As that was foul number 2 on Spencer Stefan. He had 10 points, 7 boards, 3 assists in their win over Roncalli, their second win of the season. They come in at 2-17, 0-15 in conference play. But putting a stiff challenge up so far in the early going here to the number 1 team in the state. As it's put in by J.J. Piter, his second bucket coming off of the bench. Makes it 12-9. 3 on the way, and it's good. We are tied up after the 3 ball by Mikhail Harmison. He's got 5 points off of the bench, and we are not up at 12. You can hear the fans that are here, and it is put in. Eli Schmidt. Fouled by, I believe, if that is. Okay, so Ben Vlasky, that is his first, team foul number 5. And so it will send Schmidt to the line for the and 1. Had a lot of players score here in the early going. He missed the free throw. And it's stolen away, Klesmet. Second chance, and he puts it in. Quicker than I can put it up on the scoreboard here.
Those hurt because those are easy points they're giving away.
And another whistle. Neenah putting on the pressure here. And that foul is going to go on Vlasky again. That's his second and the 6th now. So we're already in the bonus here for Neenah. They're up. Rebound tapped around. That won't go in. West trying to answer. Wide open 3 again. That one is off the mark.
Joey, we may already be seeing the tipping point of this game, the fact where West had the 2 quick turnovers, the miss open 3. Can they stand on this defensive possession?
Nice give and go. Klesmet to Schmidt. Eli's got his second basket coming off of the bench. They need to back up to a 6-point lead on a 6-0 run. It was just tied at 12 like in a blink of an eye. That's how fast they can attack.
Well, you've seen West come back down 8. Can they do down by 6?
The basketball. Eli Brown on the drive. Left-hand layup goes. Ezra Brown, his second. Breaks the 6-0 run. Brings them back within 4. Bounce pass, and who to go off of? They go off of Piter. They did. 4th turnover on Neenah. And more substitutions in for both teams. Coming back into the game, some of the starters, Jansen and Thomas, I believe. Starters were Emery, Klesment, Jansen, Thomas, and Dietz for Neenah. Raby, Knable, Hinkins, Myers, and Steffen for Appleton West. As we approach the quarter mark, West hanging tough here.
Well, this game is now an up and down tempo where turnovers are going to happen just because you're not normally used to this pace.
Holt with that turnaround, and it's good. E.J. Holt. His first basket brings him within 2, 18-16.
You mentioned, Joy, the surprise. Well, we know Neenah can score fast, but it has so far West been able to match it.
And a block shot. No, they're going to get Holt with the foul. He can't believe it, and that's just below us here as we are high up in the balcony. Great vantage point, and the first one goes on E.J. Holt, and that's foul number 7 overall, but because it was on the shot, Piter will have a pair. He's got 4 points so far. Let's get his season numbers here for Piter. Makes the first one. 61% free throw shooter for JJ. Came in averaging 4.5 points. He's already over that. That's his 5th point. And he'll have another one. It is good. Smooth shot for Piter. And he will take a seat coming back in. Eli Schmidt. Piter with 6 points. Had 8 points in their last meeting back in December. 8 points and 5 boards. It's a 4-point advantage here for Neenah, and West throws it away. Unforced turnover on the Terrors. I have them unofficially with 5 now on the game.
Well, you mentioned these turnovers. I mean, the fact that you're in this high-paced game, you're causing yourself to think about that next step before you completed the first step.
Can't give Neenah too many opportunities like this. See how fast they strike. Good defense by the Terrors. Boy, they are all over them. Look at that. Dietz double-teamed. To the corner, wide open, Emery Jr. Chevalier, his second 3 of this first half. Extends the lead to 7. West trying to answer. Again, points off of turnovers. You just saw it right there. Very, very important. Here's Holt, a wide open 3. Bounces down to Emery. Inside out game. Double teamed once again. Everybody touching the basketball on the cutter. Left hand layup is good, and 1 for Carter Thomas. Second time here in this first half. He's going to go for the old-fashioned 3-pointer.
And Neenah's doing a fantastic job on offense, Joe. Just the fact that they're able to come back, even when their leads have been removed. And we saw an 8-point lead vanish, a 6-point lead. It's hard to do on the road, to continue the momentum and continue to just build the lead. Doing a fantastic job tonight.
That is foul number 3 on Ben Velasquez. So he will take a seat. And Thomas, for the second time tonight, like I said, the old-fashioned 3-pointer gives them their largest lead of this first half at 10. Remember, we were just tied at 12. So a 14-4 run for the Rockets. That's how fast they can attack. Their only loss this season for the Rockets coming back on January 2nd at Pewaukee. And they lost 86-77. Other than that, unblemished on the season. Nice time to have some of that momentum heading into the postseason. 3 ball is good. Raising his hands in the air with the 3. That's Ezra Brown. He's got 7 points off of the bench. And a warning, or is that a technical? Looks like a bench warning, probably. I think that's what it was.
It appeared to be a warning, yeah.
And so Coach Adam Lagaki in his second season at the helm here for West. Already with as many wins as they did all of last year, so that's a good thing. Last year, 2-8 38-22. Here's a long three, and it's good. Cal Klesman, he's got 5. And the lead back up to 10. And answering at the other end, Mikael Harmison, his second 3 of the game. He's got 8. Back down to 7. Can't even put it on the scoreboard, and they're scoring inside. It's J.J. Piter with another bucket, and a timeout is called. We will take one as well. 6:31 remaining. It's 31-22. Neenah on top. Back after this.
At Fox Communities Credit Union,
We put our members first in everything we do.
So who are we?
we are over 400 team members,
From right here in your community.
member service experts, tellers,
loan officers and support staff.
Some of us have been with Fox for over 30 years.
Every single one of us thinks about you.
How we can make your life better.
How we can improve.
Because I'm a member too.
Together, let's make life happen. Fox Communities Credit Union.
Back here at Appleton West High School. Joey D and Zach Morris with you this Tuesday evening. Glad you could join us. A calm ahead of the storm as far as the weather goes. And an unforced turnover. No, they touched it. They're going to say it was tipped by Klesman. Referee's going to get together. Nope, they're going to say it does go out of bounds off of West. And not what you want to see if you're Coach Lagaki coming right out of a timeout. And 3 seconds later, the other team has the basketball.
Well, and especially, Neenah's doing a great job. They're matching blow for blow. This is going to be a game where your defense just won't work tonight. As long as your offense is firing all cylinders, you're going to be okay. But you can't give them too much of a lead.
Firing on all cylinders indeed. Cal Klesman, back-to-back three-pointers for him. He's got 8 points. And it's back up to a dozen for the lead. That one, a reach-in foul going to be called from behind as Hinkins had it, and Carter Thomas came from nowhere. And oh, they're going to get Piter. Okay. That is his second, team foul number 5 on Neenah. Guys in black and white tonight, Todd Meyer, T.J. Beck, Kurt Johnson. Pretty busy as far as the whistles go so far in this first half. There's a block shot by Klesman, and he comes away with it. Good defense on the run, and laying it in is Piter. Another bucket for him, and another timeout is taken. We'll take one as well. 36-22 your score. Back after this.
"100 years in business, thousands of construction projects, countless memories, and priceless relationships for which we are eternally grateful. But we're just getting started. The team at Myron Construction thrives on bringing dreams to life, and we're looking forward to the next century of building excellence for our clients, partners, and the community. Because building excellence isn't just what we do, it's who we are."
We'll bring it back here. It was a full timeout this time around, I suppose. And if you couldn't tell, guess where we're located? Right by the old buzzer. But we were talking before the game, Zach.
We're not saying anything we shouldn't be saying. We're not being censored.
That's right. We were talking before the game, though, me and Zach, about the different places where we go where it is kind of loud where we do stand. I think we both agreed that in Oshkosh it's definitely a little louder, and we got something going on with the coach here. What are you seeing there? Coach Lagaki's really, really pleading his case about something. At any rate, back to work we go here. Under 6 to go. Largest lead of the game so far. It is 14. Remember, we were just tied at 12. And that wasn't too long ago. Jumper on the baseline. That will not fall for Caden Myers. He has yet to score. He had 22 points in their win over Roncalli the other night. And how about this guy, J.J. Piter, off of the bench. He's got 12 of their 38. Trying to answer. West with a second chance, and now a foul is called on Neenah.
Well, what aided every comeback attempt by West, Joey, has been the three-point shot, and now there's just no opportunities. Neenah's doing a great job just hovering around the three-point line and not making any easy shot possible, and that's what's kind of messing up the flow of this West offense.
That's the first foul called on Klesmit. Sixth team foul, so both teams now in the bonus here for the final 5 minutes of this first half. Nice pass down low and heading back to the line. It is going to be Garrison Hinkins. Check that. This will be his first trip to the line. Nice move, though. Drawing the foul. Goes on Eli Schmidt, his first. Seventh team foul, and so to the line will be Garrison Hinkins. Hinkins, a 50% free throw shooter coming in, and he missed that one.
Which means he'll make the next one.
Exactly. Put two more up on the board there for West. They're going to steal it away. Nice move by West, and they lay it in at the other end. Jackson Knable. His first two, and a little spurt here by Appleton West as they force the turnover and turn that into points. Answering with a three, though, silencing the activity. That's Peyton Kramer coming off of the bench. And again, before I can even put them up on the board, everybody's scoring. And you get a score. It's 26. And a turnover by Neenah. 41-26, a 15-point lead. Sixth turnover on Neenah unofficially. And a double dribble. Eighth turnover on Appleton West. Both teams exchanging buckets real quick and then exchanging turnovers. Is checking in. Back in is Velasky with those three fouls. He'll check in. Just under 4 to go. 15-point advantage here for the number one team in Division I, the Neenah Rockets. And yes, we will be having that game coming up on Friday. Jonathan Krause will be on the call. He had the best girls game of the state last weekend. Now he gets the best guys game of the state all year. With Kimberly and Neenah. That'll be coming up on Friday as the shot is missed. On the attack, Velasky right off of the bench, his first two. And they're back within 13. Yeah, we'll have that one. I believe that's going to be on the score. AM 1570, 95.3, 99.1 FM. The score. Inside out game being played. Schmidt with it. Tosses it out to Emery for three. And a rebound ripped down by Garrison Hinkins. And it's stripped from behind. And Emery hits the floor really hard. Looks like he'll be all right, and he will shoot a pair.
Well, every time West starts to get some momentum, it's either a turnover or a missed shot, just something that just slows everything down. A made three by Neenah. They're doing a great job not giving up. Even though they're down double digits, they're continuing to fight because they know how quickly they can put points up themselves.
Emery missed a free throw earlier in the half, and he makes this one. He's got 7 points now, averaging 12.3. He had 12 against West back in December. On the season, he is a 56% free throw shooter. He will have another. Second one is no good. So it's 42-28. Just under 3 minutes left to play here in this first half. Nice give and go underneath and an easy lay in there for Ben Velasky. His second straight bucket. Brings him back within a dozen. Well, even though there's a limited crowd here, boy, when both of these benches get into it and some of the crowd starts cheering as well. Three is missed by Kramer. Second chance here for Neenah. Dietz in the scorebook. His second basket, actually. And a timeout is called. We will take one as well. 44-30 is our score. Back after this on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
At Fox Communities Credit Union,
We put our members first in everything we do.
So who are we?
we are over 400 team members.
From right here in your community.
member service experts, tellers,
Loan officers and support staff.
Some of us have been with Fox for over 30 years.
Every single one of us thinks about you.
How we can make your life better.
How we can improve.
Because I'm a member too.
together, let's make life happen. Fox Communities Credit Union.
You know, I mentioned last year 2 wins for Appleton West. They were 2-22. Neenah, they actually have not lost a game since, as it is thrown away by Appleton West, so to go back to Neenah. They haven't lost a game since January 17th of 2020 when they lost 68-66 to Kimberly because their season came to an end after beating Chippewa Falls in the sectional semifinal last year, and then the world came to a halt. So they have not lost a game in over a calendar year as it's laid in by Dietz. Trying to keep that streak alive. Dietz has 6. And that is thrown away again. Back-to-back turnovers on Appleton West. I don't care who you're facing. Can't be doing that, especially against a team like Neenah. I have them unofficially with 11 turnovers now in this first half. Yikes. Yeah, their last loss was to Kimberly. 68-66, January 17th of 2020. Who knows what could have happened with this team last year. Max Klesmet on it. As that one goes off of Dietz, it'll go to Appleton West. Yeah, I was looking up Max to see how he's doing at Wofford. Max averaging exactly 8 points a game for Wofford. Who knows what could have happened with this team last year. They had just come off a win over Chippewa Falls, 49-47. They were 23-2. And then you know what happened. There's a kick out in the drive by Myers. Has his shot blocked, but puts it right back in. Staying with it, Caden Myers. That is his first 2 points of the game.
But West just continuing to hang in there and not letting this lead develop into a 20-point lead.
Exactly a minute left to play, first half. And thanks for bearing with us here. We had a few gremlins get in our system to start the game, but we got it on the air for you here. Here's Dietz with the 10-foot jumper. That won't go. And the Terrors with 45 seconds left. See if they attack right away. Myers. Again, he didn't play in their first matchup, and they really did miss him. He's coming off a 22-point effort. Is Caden Myers against Roncalli. That was a big win. Roncalli is one of the top teams in the state as well. As that one is knocked away. Another turnover on West, and driving in is Klesmet. Cal Klesmet, he's in double figures with 10. Lead is 16 for Neenah. 10 seconds left. Comes Myers on the baseline. Had it stripped away from behind. With 3 seconds left, you can see the clock, and they get it off. Klesmet for 3. No. And that is how half number 1 comes to an end. It is Neenah 48 and Appleton West 32. Zach Morris, your first half thoughts.
Well, I thought it was a great job by West. The fact that you're going against the top team in the state and you continue to find a way just to keep battling and never giving up, making big three-point baskets, getting some steals. But when you're playing, again, the top team in your conference and one of the top teams in the state, it is hard to keep up with that pace. And that's what they found out later in the half, but they continue to fight to get back to 12. Really down by 16, you're giving yourself a chance because you know what you're able to do.
So we reached halftime here, 48-32. And leading the way as far as scoring goes, off of the bench, J.J. Piter, he's got 12 points, 10 points for Cal Klesmet. The top 2 scorers of the game so far. West, their scoring has been pretty widespread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys have scored for Appleton West, led by Mikhail Harmison. He has 8 points coming off of the bench. He nailed 2 3-pointers in that first half. And that is where we sit, is 48 to 32. There it is. I was looking to pop that up. We will take a little break. I will get the full scoring rundown for you, and then, of course, second half action coming your way here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week.
At Fox Communities Credit Union,
We put our members first in everything we do.
So who are we?
we are over 400 team members.
From right here in your community.
Member service experts, tellers,
Loan officers and support staff.
Some of us have been with Fox for over 30 years.
Every single one of us thinks about you.
How we can make your life better.
How we can improve.
Because I'm a member too.
together, let's make life happen. Fox Communities Credit Union.
100 years in business, thousands of construction projects, countless memories, and priceless relationships for which we are eternally grateful. But we're just getting started. The team at Myron Construction thrives on bringing dreams to life, and we're looking forward to the next century of building excellence for our clients, partners, and the community. Because building excellence isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building
We're back here halftime at Appleton West. Neenah leading 48 to 32, and earlier today, something that you didn't get to see in our pregame, but we did get a chance to catch up with both of the head coaches. And so we'll go ahead and run that here for your halftime entertainment. Again, it's 48-32. Back with second half action after the interviews here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week. Back here on our high school basketball pregame show tonight, we've got Neenah and Appleton West. Let's visit with the visitors on the scoreboard. He's in his 6th season at the helm. It is Coach Lee Rubis from Neenah, and Coach, 18-1 overall so far, 20th game of the season. Was this expected? 18-1.
I mean, we felt like we had a good group of returners and a good squad. So and we've to this point done a good job of kind of meeting the expectations that I think we had coming off of last year and into this year.
What's it mean to win the Fox Valley Association?
Well, we haven't done that yet, so
Well.
I don't know what that feels like yet.
Yeah.
So.
But to be in the running, to be able to do so, how's that feel?
Yeah, we were in the running last year, so it's obviously it's a nice to be one of the top teams in our league means you're one of the top teams in the state. So that's a good feeling, and a lot of hard work goes into it, and it's more a testament to the young men in our program as much as anything.
Tonight here at Appleton West, what is the scouting report on the Terrors?
A lot of guys that play, a lot of different skill sets, freely shoot the three, something we're going to have to, they're coming off a close game last Friday against Oshkosh West and a win on Saturday, and Saturday they shot the ball well in the second half. So have to do a good job of kind of taking away the three ball and, just playing sound and not let them get going.
I know it's game by game. You're going to give me coaches talk about that, but you got Kimberly there on the horizon. How do you keep the guys from overlooking a game like this?
I mean, they're high school kids, so, we preach about it and talk about it and, about the importance of being mature, and it's the next, last night it was practice last night, today it's this game. And so you talk about it and you hope for the best, then it's a little bit on the kids to be mature, and hopefully we are.
Coach, thank you so much. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you.
There he goes, Coach Lee Rubbis from Neenah. Back after this on our high school pregame show. After this.
At Fox Communities Credit Union,
We put our members first in everything we do.
So who are we?
we are over 400 team members.
From right here in your community.
Member service experts, tellers,
Loan officers and support staff.
Some of us have been with Fox for over 30 years.
Every single one of us thinks about you.
How we can make your life better.
How we can improve.
Because I'm a member too.
together, let's make life happen. Fox Communities Credit Union.
Welcome back here to the high school basketball pregame show on our video stream game of the week tonight. We've got Appleton West and Neenah. Let's talk with the home team. He is in his second season leading the West Terrors, and it is Adam Legacki. Coach, coming off of a win over the weekend against Roncalli. How'd it feel?
Yeah, it felt really good. We were down big in the first half, so we showed a lot of heart in the second half to come back and, pull it out against, Roncalli's a good team. They're on top of their conference, and, it was a good non-conference matchup for us. And like I said, we were fortunate to make some plays down the stretch and get the win.
What'd you say at halftime? What was it? What was the speech?
Maybe I'll just keep that between us, but the gist of it was we can play better than we did in the first half, and they certainly did that in the second half.
Thanks for keeping it clean here. It's a family show. What has the season been like as a whole so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's been challenging. We got a young team, and then, with all the precautions we have in place, when we have some guys not playing as much as they can, or we're not practicing as much as we can, and different things like that. But, we kind of took the attitude, we're just happy to be playing. And for us, we've been uninterrupted throughout the entire season. So it's a good credit to our team and, our precautions we have in place. But also it's been good for the kids to, be able to play and, get out of the house a little bit.
Absolutely. Tonight, you welcome in Neenah. What are you expecting?
Yeah, I mean, Neenah's a good team. I mean, they're on top of the conference for a reason. They're going to pressure us and play good man-to-man defense and push the ball on offense. So depending on how well we handle those two things, that'll determine how well we play.
It's been a long time since that first meeting, but what do you remember from the first meeting?
First meeting, we were a little short-handed. I mean, Myers was out. He's one of our primary ball handlers. I can tell you what, we did not handle pressure well in that first meeting. Like I said, if we don't turn the ball over, then we don't give up easy baskets on the other end. So I expect the gap to be a lot tighter tonight than it was, that first time around.
Coach, thank you so much. Good luck tonight and the rest of the season.
All right, thank you.
That's Coach Adam Legacki. More of our pregame show coming up next.
100 years in business, thousands of construction projects, countless memories, and priceless relationships for which we are eternally grateful. But we're just getting started. The team at Myron Construction thrives on bringing dreams to life, and we're looking forward to the next century of building excellence for our clients, partners, and the community. Because building excellence isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
As we bring it back here, it is halftime at Appleton West. Joey D and Zach Morris with you on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Boys basketball as we start to wind down the season, believe it or not. And here the number one team in Division I is on top of Appleton West. It's Neenah 48 and West 32. Your scoring rundown here for Neenah, led by the 12 by J.J. Piter coming off of the bench. Only came in averaging 4.5 points a game. He is well over that. He's got 12. He's been a big-time player here in this first half. Cal Klesmet with 10. 7 for Chevalier Emery Jr. on a couple of threes and a free throw as well. 6 for Carter Thomas, 6 for Jake Dietz, and 3 for Peyton Kramer. For West, they are led by Mikhail Harmison. He's got 8. 5 for Spencer Steffen. 7 for Ezra Brown off of the bench. 4 for Velasky, 2 for Knable, 2 for Hinkins, 2 for Myers, 2 for Holt. So they've been spreading the basketball around quite a bit as we begin half number 2. West looking for that first victory in FVA play. And Neenah looking to stay unbeaten since last January 17th. So quick jumper is no good by Hinkins. West will come our way this time around as we stand here high above in the balcony. Great vantage point here at Appleton West High School. In that first half, unofficially, I had West with 12 turnovers. And Neenah with 7. And as I say that, Neenah commits a turnover. And a double dribble, back-to-back turnovers by each team. And, well, Neenah's kind of lucky there because Emory probably would have gotten called for slapping the backboard there. But before, there was a double dribble on Raby. So it goes back the other way. What a way to start the second half. Not even a minute in, both teams giving it to each other. They'll swing things around. There's Jansen at the top of the key, facing a 2-3 zone now by the Terrors. Little change up in things here for Appleton West. Dietz will lay it in. An easy 2 for Jake. He had 6 in that first half. He's got 8 overall. Came in averaging almost 14 points a game.
Well, the question is, will West be able to keep up with Neenah now with that break? Got some rest, but Neenah looking a little bit energized than the Terrors so far this half.
Well, pass down to Stephan. He's working that baseline, and did it go off of Dietz? It did. Referee right below us here had a good vantage point on it. It'll stay with the Terrors. I believe the biggest lead of the game now for Neenah here, sitting at 18. Still a lot of basketball to be played, though. Neenah coming in, averaging 72.5 points a game. Well on their way to that. In the paint. No good. Second is good. Caden Myers, only a second bucket of the game. Brings it back within 16. At 50-34. 2 minutes into the second half. Glad to have you with us here. We still got a lot of basketball to be played this season. Postseason beginning next week already for the girls. Check your local listings, as they say. Here's Dietz again. He's got both of the buckets here for Neenah in the second half. Back up by 18. Yeah, girls start next week already. Check thescorewi.com. We're still trying to work through, and there's a quick turnover. Work through and put together a schedule, and third time down for Jake Dietz. He has all 3 of their hoops. He had 6 in the first half. He's got 6 points in the first 2 minutes of this game, or this half, I should say.
Yeah, it's the first time you see Neenah with a 20-point lead, so we'll see how much fight and willpower we'll have left in the West Terrors in the next couple minutes.
They won the first contest by 44. Up by 20 right now. See if the Terrors can hang with them here in the second half. Here's Raby. Out to Stephan. Man-to-man defense up by Neenah. Out of Myers. Draws a crowd in the corner. Picks up the dribble. He's trapped. Has to get rid of it. Finds Knable out front. Gets it back to Myers. It goes off his face. Hope he's all right. Nice entry pass down to Stephan. He'll put it in. Spencer Stephan. He's got 7. Stops a little run there by Neenah. And again, guess who? All 4 baskets in this half for Neenah have come from the hands of Jake Dietz. And he's making it look way too easy there, Zach.
Well, apparently right now you're seeing a lot of players focus on other shooters for the Rockets, but if it's open for Dietz, he has to keep going because until they stop you, you have a huge night.
Three ball is no good. Had a good look at it, though, Garrison Hinkins. Instead, here come the Rockets again. 13.5 to go. Matching their biggest lead. Looking to add to it. Klesmith, the no-look pass, and Dietz wasn't expecting it either. And he threw it away. He was open. He just didn't see it coming. That was a hard pass, too, by Klesmith. Spin move, nice. Left-hander won't go for Garrison Hankins. He's got to be thinking, what do I got to do to get that thing to go in? Here's a 3 by Emery. And another chance. Nice look down to Dietz. Can he do it again? The answer is yes. All 5 baskets now in this half for Neenah have come from Jake Dietz. He's got 16 points now. And a timeout is called. So we'll take one as well. 58-36, largest lead of the game for Neenah. And we will be back with more after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
Back here at Appleton West High School, Joey D and Zach Morris with you. 10 points by Neenah in this second half, all from the senior, 6'3" senior, Jake Dietz. And they've all come down low. He's making it look pretty easy. Almost grabbed a turnover there as well. He's getting it done. And we're only 5.5 minutes into this second half. He's already taken over. Biggest lead of the game here for the Rockets. Trying to make something happen was Hankins, and that won't go again. Nothing dropping for West. And it goes off of the foot of Steffen. It'll stay with Neenah. And checking into the game, Eli Schmidt, 6'5" and a junior. Klesmet looks, finally gets it in. A hand in his face. Nice give and go. Well, you can tell he wanted that one. Everybody touching the basketball now. Against that zone defense, they've broken it pretty easily so far. All you got to do is just get it into the hands of 22, but he's getting a breather here. And they're going to say that went off of Neenah, but now the guys are going to be talking about it, and we may have an overruling here. Yes, it will stay with the Rockets. Again, our officials tonight, Mr. Todd Meyer, T.J. Beck, and Kurt Johnson. And mass substitutions coming in now for Appleton West. Yeah, we'll see if West can take advantage of having Dietz on the bench. You know, he needed a breather. You can see him over there. He's huffing and puffing.
Yeah, but you're going to see a lot of Rocket players. When they want to get into this party, they want to make sure they have a couple points in this half, and let's see if they had Dietz help them out in the second half. Can they now take control? Can they take control of the game for him now?
A little stiffer defense here, and the zone put up by the Terrors. And again, too, you got to kind of wonder how much longer Lee Rubis is going to let his starters stay in there with a sizable lead like this. Guess who is knocking on the door? The reverse layup. What a move by Eli Schmidt. Somebody other than Dietz scores. And a timeout is called. And so we will take one as well. Why not? It is 60-36. Back right after this.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Here we go, 11:25 remaining here in this, well, I'll go ahead and say it, in regulation. Never know. Neenah with the sizable lead and coming out of the timeout, almost forcing the turnover. Back up with it is Georgia. Misses the little bunny. Comes Klesman. Yeah, back to finish my thought there about the starters here for Neenah, because guess who's knocking on the door? You got that game against Kimberly that is coming up. You want to have the freshest legs. You don't want to have any kind of danger of anybody getting any kind of injury.
Well, do they play tomorrow?
And the three is good by Chevalier Emery. No, they don't play till Friday.
Well, that gives you time to rest, so this is basically, you could view this as a practice as well.
Another turnover. Here they come. Laying it in, Eli Schmidt. He now has 8 points in the contest. Let me update the scoreboard here for you. It is now 65-36, and one gets away. And a timeout is called by, I believe, Appleton West. It is a full timeout. We'll take a 30 as well, and we'll come back. More of Neenah and Appleton West right after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Communities mean everything to Fox. It's in our name. It means giving back and moving forward through life's changes. It means evolving to give you the best personalized financial services. Fox has been here since 1937. Times have changed, but our focus hasn't. It's about our members, today and always. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
Back here at Appleton West High School, right next to the buzzer. I am Joey D, alongside Zach Morris, and well, it was 48-32 at the half. West has only scored 4 points though in this second half, and a lot of that is due to the heavy pressure here from Neenah in the second half.
And that's what the number one team in your conference, its team in the state, will do to you, because it is tough to hang in with that competition, because they play very well all throughout this season, and last year they played very well too. So it's not like you're playing a easy teams, but the fact that they were still competitive in that first half shows you that they can still play well against Neenah. The question is, can they get back in that offensive flow?
Neenah's won the last 4 in the history of this rivalry here, as that one is stripped away. Another turnover on Appleton West. Here come the Rockets. Nice bounce pass, and that one's blocked away. Second chance will not fall for Piter, but he will head to the free throw line. And I believe fouled by Austin Georgia. It's his first. That's the first of the second half on either team. And so it will be J.J. Piter. He was 2 for 2 in that first half at the line. Came in averaging 4.5 points a game. He's got 13 now with that free throw. What a game for J.J. He had 8 points and 5 boards in their first meeting back in December. Against Marshfield the other night, 2 points and 3 boards. So quite a game here for J.J. He's 6'7" junior. And he made the second one. Perfect 4 for 4 at the line tonight for him. He's got 14 overall. And the lead is 67 as the scoreboard goes out. Oh,
in and out.
3 ball. Something good going there. Ben Velasky. All right. Little something, something there for Appleton West. It's a 39 for them. And Schmidt answers. Eli with his 3rd basket of this second half. He's got 10 points now. Makes it 69. And Harmison nails that one. It's a 3-pointer, his 3rd 3-pointer. So they're scoring quicker than I can put it up on the board. 69-42 your score. And here come the Rockets. Trying to get a 3 of their own. Nope. Spencer Steffen with the board. Little pump fake there by Georgia. Now we'll kick it back out. Quarter of the game to go. Right under 9 minutes left to play. Neenah in control. I can't say from the very get-go as West turns it back over. The first about 2.5 minutes of this game, it was 0-0. And then we finally came on the air. But we caught it about 3 minutes in. There's a turnover on Neenah. But yeah, it was 0-0 till about 2 minutes in as the layup is good. And Velasquez, he's got 9 points. Brings them back within 25. And they turn it over. Back-to-back turnovers on the Rockets. Step back is no good for Ezra Brown, and here comes Dietz. He's back into the game. He will give it and go to Ryan Jansen. He'll lay it in.
Little opportunity there for West. They're going to make a few stops, got a basket. Just couldn't make that last one.
First 2 points tonight for Ryan Jansen. Had 7 against Marshfield the other night. There's jumper missed by Velasquez. Pace has picked up a bit here in the last couple of minutes.
More of like what we were witnessing in the first half, where it was an up and down game and points were just flying.
Nice. The give to Eli Schmidt. He's not going to get an easier one than that. Give him a dozen on the game now. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called. That goes on. I haven't put it on the board yet, and I didn't see. And a lot of buzzing going on. They're wondering what's going on because there is no 11 on Neenah. So I think they're going to say it's on 10. Yeah, okay. That's what all the buzzing was about. Foul is going to go on Jansen. That is his second. 11 wasn't in the game. 11 is Charlie Wolfgram, by the way. We haven't mentioned him yet tonight. Not playing towards ACL a couple of games ago. So he is out for the season. And he was one of the leading three-point shooters in the conference. Speaking of three-pointers, Harmison misses, but a rebound. Georgia has it knocked away. And he will commit the foul.
Well, we got games for next week on the score. For
Okay, cool.
girls basketball on Tuesday will be Appleton West at Kaukauna. And then on Friday will be Appleton East hosting Neenah. Both games are 7 o'clock tip-offs, and we'll also have boys basketball throughout next week as it is still the regular season.
That's right. Love it. Love this time of year. Here we go into the postseason. Love it. Especially that sectional for the girls. Oh, my goodness. That's going to be exciting. You're talking the top teams in the whole state. There's Georgia and one. Austin Georgia using his body. It's his first basket of the game, and he'll head to the line. Fouled by Carter Thomas. That is his third. Second team foul on Neenah. So that'll send Austin Georgia to the line. First free throw for him. Only 2 of 6 on the year, so he hasn't been to the free throw line very much. 33%, and he'll add to that. It is Georgia. It's the old-fashioned three-pointer, 73-47 now. Neenah still on top, and again, yeah, they pretty much led. I don't think West had a lead. Oh, they tied it up. We were tied at 12. I do remember that, and then Neenah went on a big run. It's been mainly Rockets here this evening as they look to stay unbeaten in conference play. Game 20 of the season for both of these teams, 18-1 against 2-17. This Dietz hasn't scored in a while until now. He scored the first 10 points of this second half. And he'll have a chance to add 3 more to it.
Well, you can't forget about him, the fact that you're starting to see more players score for Neenah. Hey, they found out what worked out well in the first 5 minutes of the second half. They'll go right back to that if they need to.
Foul on Georgia, his third, the team's third as well. It's 12 points in this half, 18 on the game for Jake Dietz. Looking to add to that. And he did. So the old-fashioned three-pointer for Jake. That was his first free throw of the game. 6 minutes left to play. A sizable lead here for the Rockets, but the Terrors hanging tough here. Georgia with a jumper. Dietz runs it down. Jake coming in, averaging 5.3 of those per game so far in the first 19 games of the season. Well up over his average of 13.7 points. And still, you got the starters in there for Neenah and a push-off. We'll see which Terror they get. I believe it's going to be Raby. Yes. Nick Raby, his first, team foul number 4. Now 5:35 remaining. Starting to go to the bench a little bit, coming in. Back in is Peyton Kramer. Kramer, 6-foot junior for Neenah. Inbounded to Dietz, and he missed a little bunny. You don't see that too often. And then the reach-around foul called on Jake as Isaac Grunman ripped down that rebound. That is Jake's first and team foul number 3 here of the second half. With 5:31 remaining. Yeah, next week is going to be a lot of fun as far as high school basketball goes. Get into the postseason and wind down the regular season for the boys, and an unforced turnover. Raby was looking for Holt, overthrew him. They've cut down on the turnovers in this second half, but still, I have them with, unofficially, 18 for the game for Appleton West. And Coach Adam Legacki, his second season, still trying to build something up here. Won 2 games last year, they've won 2 this year. Still got a couple more to go as that jumper is missed. Couple more to go here for Appleton West, and a chance to top their win of last year. They get Hortonville, Wausau West, and then at Kimberly to close things out for the Terrors. Here's Holt, guarded by Dietz. Steps back, fires and misses. Emery Jr. there for the board. Nice ball movement. The left hand put in by Carter Thomas. He's got 8.
Well, great job with just passing the ball and finding the right person cutting to the hoop.
Biggest lead of the game. It is 31 now for Neenah. That one is tapped out of bounds by Caden Myers. Just as I was talking about them cutting down on the TOs here in the second half, they have back-to-back. 4:20 left. Neenah showing why they are ranked number 1 in Division I. The latest WizSports.net poll that just came out. I believe that was earlier today. Number 1 against number 2 coming up later on this week. Can't wait to see that one. Those are the games. Really wish the fans were able to get out and see. Man, on a Friday night, Northeast Wisconsin, it's going to be really, really cold. So tune into the radio broadcast of it as Emery Jr. misses it, but a rebound run down by Brady Frost into the game. And he's fouled. Frost is the 6'7" senior. And we'll see who the foul is called on. That goes on Caden Myers. His first, team foul number 5. So a couple more to give yet for Appleton West in the final 3:40 of this one. Checking in Evan Pake, 5'11" junior. As that one won't go. Rebound by Isaac Grunman. He'll bring it across the timeline with 3.5 to play. That did bounce on the inline right there. The referee was 2 feet away from it. Caden Myers couldn't control it. And it goes back to the Rockets. All right, so we're seeing the number 1 team in the state here. What do you think, Zach?
Well, we saw earlier this year when they took on Kimberly, and that was a game where they were handling the ball pretty well and continuing to just making sure that they get the majority of their opportunities, making baskets, and they're doing a great job not turning the ball over. Had some issues early on in this game, but since then they've done a great job of maintaining the turnovers while the starters were in.
Holt had it go off of him. Good transition defense by Neenah. Hey, EJ thought he had himself a nice little breakaway, and he went up. And it was tapped from behind, and it goes off of his leg. Oh, boy, that's how the night has gone here for the Terrors. And in case you were wondering, that first matchup with Kimberly back on December 18th, 62-56 was the final score at Kimberly. So the upcoming game will be at Neenah. And their last loss was to Kimberly, January 17th of last year.
When you look at Neenah, though, Joey, I mean, they definitely are a #1 team, doing a great job passing. They run their offense down to a T. They have a great defense. Even if they struggle early on like they did in this game, just unable to pull away, they eventually did so pretty well in this half.
And a lay in by Brady Frost. Using his sides there. Neither team had scored in quite a while. And now a timeout is called. And so we will take a quick one as well. It's 80-47, back right after this.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Well, as far as our broadcast schedule goes, as far as here on our video stream, our next broadcast will be coming up on Friday. It is going to be Oshkosh North and Kaukauna. It says it's at Appleton West, but it's not. It's at Kaukauna. Trust me. It's Oshkosh North and Kaukauna, and I believe you'll be there with me, right?
Correct.
All right. It's Zach and I again on Friday night. We get to bug you Friday evening with some more basketball. That should be a really good one. Oshkosh North against Kaukauna. Here, we got a good one going as we wind things down. And a foul is called. A couple players hitting the floor pretty hard. Hopefully everybody's all right. 80-47 as the clock goes out again. 2:03 remaining. It's been going off and on. That foul is on Mason Hobbs. Hobbs into the game. He is a 6'2" junior. And that'll send Grunman to the free throw line, and he makes the first. So Isaac Grunman into the scorebook. Let's see, has he shot a free throw yet this year? Grunman, 4 out of 9. Let's make it 5 out of 10, and make it 5 out of 11 as I jinxed him. But he did get the one to go, so I can update the scoreboard here. 80-48. We wind things down. Reserves in there. Under 2 minutes left to play. Holt strips it away, but he was on the end line. So it will stay with Neenah with 1:45 remaining. Neenah well on their way here to winning their 5th in a row over Appleton West. Last time West won. It's the first meeting of the 18-19 season when they won 82-76. That one falls a little short, and on the rebound, it goes off of Neenah. Yeah, that was 82-76. They split then in 17-18, but in the last 10 meetings, Neenah has the advantage. They've won 7 of the last 10, including earlier this year. This one's going to be a little closer than that one. As the three is made. Isaac Grunman, his 4th straight point.
On a little run himself.
Yeah, there you go. It's at 80-51 as the ball goes right into the hands of Coach Lee Rubbis in his 6th season. I thought he'd been there longer than that. He told me 6 years. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought you'd been here a little longer than that, but nope. but very, very successful so far. 23-2 last year. Nice pump fake, and it's missed. Year before that, 19-7. State semifinal. Layup is missed. Under a minute left to play. See who can get into the scorebook. Wide open in the right corner. No. Tapped around and coming up with it. Min try win. I think I'm saying it right. Win has it. He'll try baseline with it. Kicks it over to Holt. Nice ball movement. Back outside to Grunman. Another for him. This one from downtown, his second straight three-pointer. He's got 7 straight points on his own. And at the other end, Brady Frost will put it in. And that might do it here, as we're at 82-54. Get it right here. Toss it up with 5 seconds left. They'll just hold things up. That is going to do it. Final score here this evening. It was all Neenah, showing why they are the '1 team in the state. In Division I, they beat Appleton West here tonight by a score of 82-54. How about some final thoughts here? Zach Morris, what do you think?
Well, they did a fantastic job, and that being the Rockets being able to get through that rough first 9 minutes of the game where this was going back and forth and an up-tempo pace. And that was a great game for them to be in because that gives you prepared for Kimberly coming later this week. So that gives you ready to get into that mode where you can go up and down and continue that well in pace. A couple turnovers. I'm sure they'll work on that on a day of practice. But other than that, they are prepared for their big showdown with the Papermakers, and we'll find out and can they get that season sweep. As for the Terrors, you had to feel pretty good coming out in that first half. The fact that you're going up and down with the #1 team in the state, and you made them worried, thinking that, hey, you tied the game at 12, you're within 1, and after that in the second half, they just could not keep up with the Rockets, and that's where this game really separated in the first few minutes of the second half.
See the upcoming schedule for both teams. For Appleton West, they fall to 2-18, 0-16 in the Fox Valley Association, breaking their 1-game winning streak as they had beaten Ron Colley over the weekend. That was a big win, by the way. I don't think we stressed that enough. It's a big win for them. Next up for them, they are at Hortonville, and they'll close out their home portion of the schedule against Wausau West Saturday the 6th, and then at Kimberly to close things out Thursday the 11th. For Neenah, here we go. Hosting Kimberly on Friday. Their game with Hudson on Saturday had to be canceled, and so they will round things out next Thursday at Oshkosh North. As far as our broadcast, speaking of Oshkosh North, up next for us, I know it says it's at Appleton West, but it is. It's in Kaukauna. Oshkosh North and Kaukauna coming up on Friday night. You get Zach and myself once again, and again roughly 6:45-ish. Depends on what happens in the JV game and, of course, what happens with our equipment. We had a few of the old gremlins, as they like to say here in the business, jump into our system. So we got on the air just a little late tonight, but hey, we got on the air. And it is all thankful to Fox Communities Credit Union and Myron Construction. For my broadcast partner, Zach Morris, I am Joey D, bidding you farewell here from Appleton West High School, where, once again, your final score. Neenah stays undefeated in FVA play with an 82-54 victory over Appleton West. Until Friday night, have yourself a great rest of the midweek. We will see you Friday. This has been a presentation of Woodward Communications.